Hello. So if you saw my short earlier, this is just a clarification on that, some deeper dives, and it's funny because some of the cards already came through twice. We have the Knight of Pentacles as the main card, which was the last card in the short, and the Ace of Pentacles, which was the main card in the short. So that's flipped energy. It's like the energy that came through. Let me show you. Is Knight of Pentacles, Page of Swords. So literally some sort of, it feels like a person or just something coming in, a message that's gonna help literally hand over the what's necessary to move things forward. Um, because there's something that's been trying to be given to you by source. I got this card here from, it says Nas, feel loved and proud. And when I read into this card, it really spoke about the fact that just being birthed, being here, being a human being on this earth, breathing air is your divine right to do, and that and everything outside of that is your divine right as well. The bird and the bee all know that they're getting their resource. They don't question where it comes from. It just, they know that there is resource out there and they seek it and they find it. And that feels like there's something really important about understanding that whatever you seek, whatever you need is out there to be found. And right now, especially, it's trying to actually be handed to you. We have the Empress tree that wanted to come out underneath the deck of the other Oracle deck that I picked out. It says Catalyst for Change, Clarity, Freedom, Unbinding, which really speaks to what I spoke about. Speaks to what I spoke about in the short. Something felt like it was tied together. The marriage card and the pentacle felt like they were literally roped together in a way that choked out both energies. Like they couldn't flow properly because they were tied together somehow. And that actually feels like that's being brought up here as well. Like something's trying to come in, but it's there. Things are tied together in an unnatural way that they're coming undone from right now. Um, the deck actually is a beautifully like yin yang, mirrored. We got this. It says crazy lace, agate, and sunflower. Play. More fun, jokes, and laughter, please. And then this one. um, fulgurite, and rosebay willow herb. Rosebay willow herb. That's one. That's one thing. And regeneration, acceleration, change, shamanic wisdom, which really does speak also back to that, what was underneath the deck with Empress tree, catalyst for change, like big, something powerful. Like I said, something's powerful about the transition. It feels like from September, the end of September to the beginning of October. It's like some big energy, bam, is trying to come in and really push things to a new level. Especially when I come to this place of diving deeper, it's saying that the thing that we were looking into earlier, that like golden coin coming in, um, is really gonna push us into a place of judgment, which is judgment is like stacking, literally what we talked about earlier, stacking up something and seeing whether or not we want to um, invest into the thing, especially with Four of Cups coming out at the end here and Eight of Pentacles underneath. It's Eight of Pentacles speaks about what are you giving your energy to? What are you literally giving your energy to? And with the Hermit underneath that one, Nine of Wands underneath that, it feels like it could also be linked to taking needing to take some time to actually understand what that is. Because if you haven't taken that time, maybe that's the information that needs to come through to give you that breakthrough moment that you need. So maybe it's quiet time, some true quiet time, um, quiet in the mind. Not so much because with especially with the crazy lace and sunflower play, it's like quietness in the mind. What, again, back to the Eight of Pentacles, what are you giving your energy to? When you're in more of a joyous space as far as your mind, you're most likely doing something you enjoy, play, more fun, jokes, laughter, please. That's what the card says. So it's like putting yourself in that space of play will quiet the mind, allowing for more space for messages to come in, uh, especially with that Page of Swords. Something is trying to be channeled in to give you that key, the key to move forward. The Knight of Pentacles is like that energy that he hasn't moved yet, but he's not moving because he's trying to make a decision from a really stable, grounded place before moving on something important, something that's going to give him literally this. So he's been waiting to move on this, and now this is showing up. But it's through the quiet space in the mind, through allowing reception of that feminine energy. It's coming up 3 times here. Nas literally spoke about feeling loved and whole in whatever shape and form you have come into this earth as, because you deserve to be here just by being born, regardless of what anything or anyone says or feels about it, period. And this is saying that it within the quiet spaces of the mind, Empress tree, you can have these catalysts for change that move the energy that's binding whatever that knot was from earlier, that's coming through. It's trying to transform. So that's exciting. And with that Four of Cups, it feels like the Judgment, especially with the Judgment attached to it, it's like the things that have already spilt are being, like they're being universally judged. So it's not like it feels like, well, that's actually important. So I'm actually going to get another deck to understand why this part of it is important, because it's judgment. It's judgment to the Four of Cups. So it feels like there's something about the judgment being given to the things that were causing the tie, like the tie up is important to the story. That could also be what we reflect on. Eight of Pentacles popped out. I'm not going to keep that actually, but with the Eight of Pentacles, it seems like it's very important. It's under that deck. It popped out in this one. Again, that it's really emphasizing what we're putting our focus on, and cleansing out or releasing what the focus, like what we focus on that isn't feeding for mental clarity, because mental clarity is what we're striving for. Spirit's talking about something big coming in that we can now move on to gain material gain. Pentacles, it's all focused on the pentacles. Material gain, something to be gained in the physical world. Empress tree, everything coming in, something's coming in, but it's through mental clarity, and it's through focus, and focusing on the thing or things that are giving to mental clarity, and what are not. What if it makes you ruminate on it, if it makes you focus on negative sorts of things like that, it's stealing from you. It's stealing from you. And then I pull the Tower. So that, yeah, it's something that is stealing from your energy. Okay, Seven of Wands underneath. Put that there. It was Tower, Seven of Cups, Seven of Cups, I got drawn to that immediately. That little, like, it looks like a mask. It's a bug, but it looks like a mask, and it's the same color as the tower's like eerie glow. It's got that like icky kind of glow. Um, and the high priestess here. Some sort of mask is being ripped off. It feels like, to reveal whatever whatever was stagnating this energy. The tie up that that energy that I'm getting. There's a knot that's trying to get knotted. I feel it even as I'm trying to speak what this is. It's getting trapped up in my throat chakra. It doesn't, whatever the knot. Karmic energy doesn't like to be undone. So whatever that knot is, it's trying to move, and it is moving now. So that's probably, again, that's why all this tower-like energy is coming through. Catalyst for change with the Empress tree here, the cleanse underneath, as I spoke of before, cleansing away some energy that's been look, literally the void. We have pilgrimage under that. So something again is trying to move. Pilgrimage, sacred sites, grid work, dragon energy. That actually feels significant. Pilgrimage actually feels like physical movement. Again, with that Knight of Pentacles, physical movement, moving from one place to another place. Sacred sites really speaks of like getting to go to a place that like a grid worker almost. Like if you know what that is about, like there's people that are grid workers, that they go to certain spaces of the world and they energetically tune into the ley lines of that space to transform something. So it could be a trip that's getting planned, or something that could be something that's trying to come through, or just a move in general, from a physical place to another place, or from a, yeah. So fit that where it is, but something is trying to move, and it feels like a physical move with that grid work, sacred sites energy coming through, dragons coming through. This void space, that also speaks to that whatever this tie is that's been causing this void. It's where the knight's been kind of hanging out, waiting for this energy to come through in the void space. Ego shattering, soul fragments, emptying. So it's again talking about the cleanse. Now you've gone through the shadow aspect, the void space. That's why he's like, I'm ready, and he's got it, and Spirit's saying, now I've handing you the coin that you've been waiting for in the void. So cleansing is important. Having the lifestyle choices, detox, nourishment, really what you're putting inside is going to be important to also cultivating this space to get the information. Because with the High Priestess, it's saying that information is important. Actually, again, I spoke about that earlier. It seems like the actual message is there's something that needs to come in through the meditative space. With that High Priestess and the Page of Swords, it's like receiving a message through the void space, being able to discern what is of value to move forward on. So it's like getting serious clarity on something with this tower. Okay. When I split the deck, it was on the Ace of Cups and the Chariot under that. Again, talking about really fast movement. Empress under that. Okay. Oh, I love these cards. So that's what I split the deck on. That was underneath the Chariot. So fast movement. And then the Empress under that. So again, talking about the receiving of a lot. So trying to come in. Six of Wands under the Empress. So coming some speed, which again talks back to the original short message that I did, which is, well, I'm like migrating here, which is probably why either you came from there, or if you haven't seen that short check it out, because that's where this came from. um but it's talking about something like that, not that energy that I keep referring to. Why the short is important is that is what I was talking about. There's a knot energy, a knot that was tied in an energetic loop, right, causing stagnation in uh, the flow of stuff being allowed to come in a physical way, and also in the heart space, like feeling it. It feels like this space is being charged again, right? Like a picture a car that's been out for a while, and you need to like hook up the battery to another car. Imagine the battery is like the heart, and I'm hooking up my heart that's dead to someone else's heart that is alive. That's what this kind of feels like. But it's with the message that's coming through. It's like connecting directly to the source's heart, so that when you get the charge, it's a divine charge from source. And that's why this Ace of Cups is coming through. Like when you connect to that charge through the space of meditative um, stillness and dark, and even again through spaces that allow for that, like like I meditate when I am mixing batter for something, or cleaning. Even I find that I do that. That's where I find my meditative space. Walking um, is also one that I often go to, or should actually go to more, because that came up, but it's something that I actually stepped away from for a while. So that feels like another thing, going out in actual nature and taking a walk, not just like within the neighborhood, is what I'm saying. Um, like taking a trail, something I have stepped away from for a while. I feel like stuff like that, like getting back to things that brought joy, is also that where we get the meditative space. Just sitting in that space of clarity is going to bring this tower moment, this ripping off of whatever the mask was created in our lives, to create stability, um, and something that's trying to come in that's really important to the progress, serious progress, like fast and serious progress, in what you've been creating or bringing in. So that actually feels like a really good place to stop, because this is a lot of big energy, and it feels like we really want to harness it, like, but with gentle, with a gentle force, where it's, or not even force, gentle focus. This being was really, it has this bird gently in its um, embrace, where that bird can still fly away if it needs to, but it's also cradled so comfortably that it doesn't have to. It's comfortable there. So it's like, nourish this thing in a calm and gentle mind. You put a seed into a storm, it's not gonna have the right. It'll get drowned out. Um, so it's saying having that calm and gentle space to cultivate this transformation, and cleanse out whatever is being cleansed, is going to seriously bring in that thing that you've been focusing on, or that you need to continue to focus on right now, because it feels like from now until the end of October, or until, yeah, well, until the end of October, we should be seeing this thing. But um from now until the beginning of October, it feels like it's important to cultivate this clear space for what this message is speaking about. That's why it feels so important. It's like bam, bam, bam energy, lots of tower, tower, tower energy, catalyst for change. So it's, again, that seems to be the message. Cultivate that clear mind space so that the messages meant to come through can come through, and move this energy, connect directly to the power grid of source, so that source can charge your battery and you can move from there. So I hope that helped, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.